Hey everyone, today I want to go over the application for Pinan Godan, the Bunkai and the Oyo of it. Before we get started, I want to make a couple quick references to some of the principles that kata was based upon. Obviously the Pinan katas were made by Anko Itosu. His number one and heir to his system was Kenwa Mabuni. Kenwa Mabuni was very specific when he wrote about the angles in the kata. He said they are very misunderstood. The angles do not represent where the attacker comes from, but instead it represents my position on the attacker. So what he means by this is if I'm standing, it doesn't mean that I'm standing here and your attacker comes from this way and I throw my block and punch. It means that my attacker is in front of me, and I'm using the angle to move into a better position than he is. So most of our katas, especially all of the Pinan katas, they all start to the left side first. The reason for this is most of the world is right-handed. So if he's going to grab me, which a lot of the katas do practice, he's going to grab me with his left hand so he can strike me with his right hand. So the reason I'm moving to the left is so I can break his kazushi and get offline away from that weapon, all right? Kenwa Mabuni was very, very specific when he wrote about this. It is a hard principle of all katas. It teaches us where the techniques work and where we must be on the position of the attacker for them to work. The other hard principle is the distance in kata. The distance in kata is not long range anymore, or has never been long range. Even if you look at the Okinawan senses, they're all nice and tall, nice and short, and it's not from this long striking anymore. It's we've already accomplished that and whatever it is, and now we're in this position. We're in touching distance. So I've got to learn to be able to move around or break posture or bridge around to make sure that I can get in a better position that we're not on both on each other's fighting lines. Okay. So we're going to continue to kata, making sure that we abide by those principles. So let's get started.